Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nobelia Memosa, and today I would like to explain my presentation. And the title is Excessive Ambition Reflected in Frankenstein, Connecting According to Psychological Approach, Henry Murray Personality Theory. And there is my outline. The first is introduction, the second discussion, and the third conclusion, and the last references. In introduction, I would like to explain psychology, psychological criticism, and the ambition. Psychology is the scientific study of the mind and behavior. Psychologists are actively involved in studying and understanding mental processes, brain functions, and behavior. The field of psychology is considered a hub science with strong connection to the medical sciences, social sciences, and education. And the psychological criticism in literature refers to the way in which the work of a particular writer is analyzed through a psychological lens. And this approach psychologically analyzes the author of the work or a character in his work. It helps the readers understand the motivation of the writer as well as the characters. In other words, this criticism helps us to understand why the writer writes the way he does, how have his biographical circumstances affect his writing, and why do characters in the story behave in a particular way. Ambition. The ambition is a desire or passion that is passionate to get what we want, such as the desire of someone who is great to achieve something in his life or do something to achieve a good goals with his desires, then it is called with ambition. According to Murray, 1938, ambition needs are related to the need for achievement, exhibition, and recognition. The need for achievement is often expressed by succeeding achieved goals and overcoming obstacles. And the need for recognition is met by gaining social status and displaying achievements. These needs are included in psychogenic need. Sometimes the ambition needs even involve need for exhibition or the desire to shock and thrill other people. It is not supposed that they are fundamental biological drive, though some may be innate. Frankenstein or The Modern Prometheus, 1818, novel written by Mary Wollstonecraft Shelley, is a combination of gothic horror story and science fiction. The book tells the story of Victor Frankenstein, a Swiss student of natural science who creates an artificial man from pieces of corpse and brings his creature to life. Though it initially seeks affection, the monster inspired loathing in everyone who meets it. Lonely and miserable, the monster turns upon its creature, who eventually loses his life. And Frankenstein movie contains several issues such as excessive ambition, experiment, and others, but this presentation is going to be more focused in excessive ambition and the proof of excessive ambition in this movie. And the discussion. In 1930, Murray coined the term personology to describe the branch of the science of psychology that studies human life and its influencing factors his journey. Murray believes strongly that to understand the meaning of any one process from personality, a person must have an understanding of the whole. Theories of personality based on needs and motives suggest that our personalities are a reflection of behaviors controlled by needs. While some needs are temporary and changing, other needs are more deeply seated in our nature. According to Murray, these psychogenic needs function mostly on the unconscious level but play a major role in our personality. Murray identified needs as one of two types, primary needs and secondary needs. It was with these feelings that I began the creation of a human being, as the minutes of the parts form a great hindrance to my speed. I resolved, contrary to my first intention, to make the being of a gigantic stature, that is to say about 8 feet in height, and proportionably large. After having formed this determination, and having spent some months in successfully collecting and arranging my materials, I began. No one can conceive the variety of feelings which bore me onward like a hurricane in the first enthusiasm of success. Life and death appeared to me idle bones, which I should first break through and pour a torrent of light into our dark world. A new species would bless me as its creature and source. Many happy and excellent natures would owe their being to me. And in this part of manuscript, it is explained that Victor Frankenstein has a strong excessive ambition and a wild mindset to carry out his experiment by trying to resurrect the life of humans who have died, even though it is clear that it's very contrary to the proper law of life and death. And this study finds that there is a significant correlation between the internal conflict and character's personality structure. The internal conflict is happened between the character and his own mind. This conflict occurs within a character emotions. Mindrop states that human's behavior is formed as a result of the conflict between his personality structure. It means that humans' personality structure has a significant role on developing internal conflict among the parts of the mind as a result of forming his behavior and personality. So in conclusion, Frankenstein 1818 contains the issue of excessive ambition in one of his proven novels. It depicts Victor Frankenstein who has excessive ambition and a wild mindset, which is trying to resurrect the life of a dead human. And this is my references. I think it's enough for me. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.